on vacation more often, because every time I go away, I get this. More! Listen to it! Just makes you very narcissistic, let me tell you. You know, I feel like it's been too long since I spent time with these three gentlemen. Jason Parsons, everyone. Massimo Capra, Randy Felton, our chefs, our three chefs are in the house. You guys look great. How you been?
Fantastic.
It's good. I know you're so busy. You guys are all over the place. You vacation, you work, you do it all. So today we're going to cook a little bit, a bit of an Easter theme, because it's coming up, and that's a fun occasion for getting some recipes out there. So would you say the recipe that you're going to make, Jason, is maybe could be a brunch pick?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking of that kind of Easter brunch. You know, I got the smoked salmon out. We're not quite there with the seasonality yet, but asparagus is in there as well.
We're getting there.
A little early.
It's like
Be there for reruns.
Yeah, we'll be chipping out of the ground. But you know, but a nice smoked salmon, asparagus, and I got some brie going on. And I wanted to show how easy a quiche is, because it can be a little bit intimidating.
It sounds kind of fancy. Doesn't quiche sound fancy to you?
You know, and it's one of those things where it actually is very easy to do, but you don't want it to be too eggy. You don't want it to be over, and I think that's where we go wrong.
So I like more crusty than eggy.
Yeah, and it means filling. It's all about the filling, really. You want to make sure you got a lot of filling going on. So I've just taken a little bit of butter, and I've just sliced down, me and my shallots, right?
You and your shallots.
But slice them down nice and thin. You can go a little bit thicker if you want crunch to them. But I'm just going to kind of open up the flavors a little bit, release them out, you know? A little bit of chopped garlic in here. And I mean, you can have fun and throw some black garlic in there, or you know, roast the garlic down.
I don't think I've ever seen black garlic.
Oh, black garlic, I should bring on the show. It's fermented garlic. It's beautiful, right? You guys do use black garlic?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does it taste a lot different, or does it just look cool?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's so good.
It's great. But it's just a little softer too. It doesn't have that harshness to it.
Yeah.
Because I find that, you know, we're always looking for ways with garlic. How can we, you know, garlic is great, then we roast it to take off that edge, and then the fermentation takes it off even more. So,
Got it.
You know. Cool. But you know, you want a lot of filling when you make a quiche.
Yeah.
It's not about, you know, an omelet with a couple garnishes in there. You know, it's really more filling with a little bit of egg, right? You know, you guys agree? So
Absolutely.
I've kind of just opened up my flavors a little bit with the onions and garlic. And then I've got some asparagus that I've just chopped down. It's totally raw, just easy to do, right?
Yeah.
You know, and we're just going to throw that in there like that.
So totally raw. You haven't done anything with the asparagus.
Just chopped it up. It's easy. I mean,
it.
if you've got the thicker stalks, I would peel it down because the skin gets a little tough.
Okay.
You know, and the thing with asparagus is you want to cut off the end a little bit because the base is quite rough too.
Right.
I actually did keep the tips as well because I think it's nice for presentation.
Man, I can't wait till that asparagus comes in. I absolutely love it. I'll eat it every day while it's in season.
I tell you, it's just, you know, it's one of those things that just, it tells you that spring is here, right? You know, that, the wild leeks start coming up. I like black pepper when I'm working with asparagus. I find it just gives a little bit more bite.
Okay.
Okay. And then I've got some nice fresh herbs I got in here. I've got some chives, some dill.
Feeling spring.
You know,
absolutely.
You could tell I was feeling very spring when I was making this, right? But the idea is just open up the flavors. You don't have to, but you know, me being working at a winery and all.
Why not?
A nice Sauvignon Blanc in there.
Throw it in.
Why wouldn't you use wine anyway?
What's that?
Why wouldn't you?
Why would? Yeah, of course. You know.
It just makes sense.
It's an extra layer of flavor.
Well, and the thing is, you know, if you're thinking it's for the kids, the alcohol's burnt off. But if you're not sure, throw a little bit of apple juice in there or something like that. You know, just something a little bite, right?
It'll serve the same
Right.
purpose.
So then I just take some spinach,
More
maybe
greens.
spinach, and then just
Good
push that off to the
stuff.
side. Okay. While I let that kind of cool down, then I've got my egg mixture, and I'm going to get you guys to do some eggs here.
Yeah, well, thank goodness,
you
because
want
they're
us to
just
pass
doing
some
nothing
eggs?
over there.
Yes.
Get to work, would you? With your
forgot my-
baby fork.
Yeah, I forgot my whiz.
Why don't you give me a chopstick? Why don't you give me a chopstick? It's a lot faster.
It's perfect. Come on, get in there. We'll pick it up. We'll do a half batch, so you don't have to worry about it. But
See, a true professional still gets it done.
there you go. But
I'm good at beating my eggs.
yeah,
Oops, sorry, did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
you're doing
I'm talking about the eggs.
if you're looking at a full batch,
Dirty
you're
people.
looking at about 7 eggs to 4 cups of liquid. And you can
Okay.
use milk. I like to use 10% cream.
Whoa.
Just does it taste a bit better, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
a little bit
It's
richer. You know, I think if you put too much, you know, heavy cream in, it's not
There
good.
you go.
A little bit of nutmeg. Oh, not done yet. Nutmeg.
Leave that fork in there, Maximo.
I just kind of keep dragging.
Come on, man.
Perfect. What are you doing here? All right. And
Making
then,
you happy.
so once you
That's
got your
what I'm
mixture,
doing.
then you take the quiche shell. Now you got a shell like this, you want to blind bake it. So the easy thing to do is you just take a coffee filter, Line that like that.
I've never seen the coffee filter
Yeah,
before. Like
works
this.
really great.
that's
Take
the
some
blind baking
lentils, some rice, some beans.
doesn't mean you put a
You pop that in the oven, it
blind that on
stops it
you.
from bubbling up,
Yeah.
I thought
and you
you
end up with that.
Very smart.
Right?
I thought parking
And then
paper
at this
worked.
point, it's really just filling it right up. You know, putting lots of goodies in there.
gorgeous.
Yeah. And you can chill this down ahead of time if you want. But then that's when the fun comes. You start throwing some smoked salmon on there.
There we go.
See, that's
know,
what screams
yeah.
Easter to me.
I've got brie.
That's
there we
lovely.
go.
You know, and you want to put big chunks of brie on there. You know,
Yeah.
let it just melt down. And don't be afraid if it's over the top, you know, sticking up, because it's going to just melt into it. But you build it all up. Once you've got it all built,
Looks like a good brie, huh?
yeah, I know, eh? Then you're just basically pouring your mixture over top.
That looks
Put
good.
The idea is, though, you cook it very, very slow, and for the last 15 minutes, you actually just turn your oven off and let it rest in the oven, and you end up with, look at that baby right there.
Gorgeous.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Big
It's a
chunks of brie on
showstopper
top,
right there.
smoked salmon, easy to do.
So we have lots of great
That's
other
springtime.
ideas, recipes for Easter. This is on cityline.ca.